Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the fourth round in our experiment here in the Bargain Basement Brews with the Curse of Exhaustion Knowledge Pool combo deck. It's been kind of slow and grindy, so I've decided to make a couple of changes. First of all, I took out a couple of Think Twices and a couple other cards, and I put in Wall of Omens. As you can see, it's a 0/4 Defender from Zendikar. Well, one of that. From that block, anyway. I'm not sure what that symbol means. And when it comes into play, draw a card. Hopefully that'll pound up the ground while accelerating me towards the rest of my stuff. Alright, I've got a couple of lands here. This looks like a keep. Alright, let's wait here for what our opponent does. He drops a Darkslick Shores and promptly ends his turn. Alright, what do I draw? Deprive. Okay, I'm going to drop the Halimar Depths just to see what my next three cards are going to be like. Looking like I might be depriving that Halimar Depths back up sooner than I thought, although I really don't like doing it this early because it is a pretty big tempo hit. Looks like I've got a Meadow. Ooh, okay. Alright, I've got a Meadow, a Guildgate, and a Delirium Sand. Well, I can draw that last. Draw a Guildgate, Meadow. Doesn't really matter, they're basically the same thing. Alright, go ahead and shift the turn back. This hand is a pretty deep. It had a Wrath in it, and the Wall of Omens I can throw down on turn 3, and 4 counterspells. Visions of Beyond. Oh, good, another mill deck. Yay. I don't really have a defense against this one, as you saw in the first round. I could put in something like an Eldrazi or something like that, but I don't know, I just don't have really room for it. Although getting glimpsed here did hurt. Yeah, well, okay, he milled away all those lands I was going to draw, so play the second land and pass the turn. Hedron Crab, fair enough. Yep, there he goes, dropping a land already. Apparently this guy can... It already seems to be a tighter player than the last guy we played against this deck. Mindcrank, outstanding. I would not be surprised if he dropped the combo with the Bloodchief's Ascension. That's okay, next turn I'm going to leave up a counterspell. Now I could drop Wall of Omens, but he's got no pressure on me. Or I could leave up Hindering Light for a Glimpse or a Mana Leak. I think I'm just going to shift the turn. Probably going to Hindering Light it if I can. Oh, I have to discard. I totally didn't think of that. Well, discarding one of my 3 Deprives here. Probably going to cast Hindering Light if I can, simply because it'll let me draw a card. Dimir Signet. No, he can have that. I don't need to counter that. Another Dimir Signet. Fair enough. Okay, well, you're quickly getting out of Mana Leak range, so I'm going to use that sooner rather than later. I don't even know why I didn't Mana Leak that. Alright. Delay. Outstanding. Well... This is probably a mistake, but I don't want to discard another card, and he might drop something that hurts me. So, I'm going to wind up discarding a card anyway. Oh well, looks like I'm discarding another Wall. Well, that was a punt, I'm pretty sure. Go ahead and shift the turn, and then take whatever he throws at me. It's pretty sad that my graveyard already has 15 cards in it, but such is the power of Glimpse the Unthinkable. 2 mana for 10 cards. Really not bad at all. Alright. Let's see what my opponent is doing. Alright, he seems to be in the tank here. I'm assuming he's going to try and cast a big thing while I'm tapped out and have no counter spells up. What could it be? He has access to 5 mana right now, so he could drop the Blood Chief's Ascension. If he's even going to. Oh, it's a hideaway land. Okay. Hideaway lands basically let you look at the top 4 cards of your library, hide a card under them that you don't get to see, and then you get to cast it for free once you have the hideaway land condition is met. In this case, if a graveyard has 20 or more cards in it, or if a library has 20 or fewer. Deathrite Shaman. I can live with that. It's going to hurt me a while, but I can draw some lands and get some stuff going. Terramorphic Expanse. Fair enough. I'm going to need a white mana, so I'm going to search for plains. Good thing, too, because he's already milled away a lot of white mana. Alright, this time I'm not going to do anything. I am going to hold up Deprive or Mana Leak. Alright, he didn't attack in. Okay, he just sort of skipped his turn. That's fine. Cyclonic Rift. That is not a mana like I needed it to be. What can I do with that? Nothing. So it looks like I'm going to be... well... he could use Deathrite Shaman to exile... well, I don't have any sorceries. Does he? Yes, he has. He can exile his Glimpse and hit me for 2. But I don't really care if he does that. Then again, it's only 1 mana, so I can save the Rift for something else. What am I going to discard? Well, at this point, he's representing 6 mana, so I think a Mana Leak's out of the question. So I'm just going to go ahead and discard that. Oh, I may not have to discard after all. Okay, he exiled Think Twice from my graveyard. Didn't realize he'd be able to know those. Fair enough. Wow, you can tell I'm getting tired. I should have realized he'd done that. Pull out my graveyard. Nope, okay. That's something in the beta I'm not really fond of, is you can't move your graveyard into a separate window. Oh well. Delay. Nothing I can do there. Do I have anything else in my graveyard? I do. I have everything twice in my graveyard. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and cast it. Hopefully draw land. I drew a land. I can Day of Judgment next turn. For now, I think I'm just going to drop a Delay. No, I'll drop a Deprive. Wow, I'm making all kinds of mistakes this game. I apologize. I never claimed I was good at Magic. I just said I liked it. Okay. Archive Trap. Did I search my library this turn? I didn't search my library this turn. Oh no, he's just straight up playing it. Okay. Okay, well, I'm down to 6 cards in my library, and I have absolutely no way of winning this game. Because I think he has all of my curses. Yeah, he does. And he exiled AEtherize. Okay. Interesting. I'm down to 6 cards in my library, so I'm going to go ahead and concede the game here. Alright, now let's see what I can do against a pretty good mill deck. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to bring in the Bant Charms and the Forest. Make this a little smaller. Take out the Swamp. Make that a little more manageable. Sorry about that. Let's see. Drop the Syncopates. Do I want my other Sands? See if I can race him in the mill zone, possibly, so I can drop a delay for that. I just need to make one more cut. He's not going to be attacking with a lot, so I can drop these AEtherizes. Which means I'll probably bring in another Curse. That might actually help a little bit. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Bringing in the Bant Charms just so I can destroy his Mind Cranks if he gets them. No, I don't want to play first. Okay, I've got a Sand, so there's a win condition I can race him with. A couple of Vivid Lands, a Counterspell in my hand, and a Day of Judgment, and a Wall of Omens. I think I'm going to keep this. Okay, he drops a Breeding Pool tapped, doesn't pay the life for it, so he doesn't have a turn 1 play. Terramorphic Expanse. Go ahead and drop the Vivid Creek and ship the turn. I'll drop a Plains next turn, leave up Delay. Hedron Crab. Really wish I could counter that. That's okay though. I've got a Day of Judgment. Ooh, and I think twice I can flashback later. Alright, I'm going to drop the Plains, even though this is going to mean my Day of Judgment's a day later, but I can hold up my delay. Good. Pops the Scalding Tarn, probably going to get another Breeding Pool. Nope, Watery Grave, okay. Island, Plains, Vivid Meadow. Well, I'm glad I hit my 5th land. Okay, another land. Looks like another thing twice. A Forest, and well, there goes my Forest for my Bant Charms. Good thing I've got the Vivid Lands. Dustmantle Guildmage. Okay, that and Mind Crank are an infinite combo, so that is getting delayed. And hopefully in 3 turns I'll be able to draw a Counterspell. Of course, in 3 turns I'll have Day of Judgment up, so he won't be able to get the combo off. Don't have a Counterspell to leave up, so I'm going to go ahead and drop the wall. Just keep my hand full. My opponent is thinking, I'm not sure what. There he goes, it drew me a Deprive. Well, that'll be useful. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and F6. Excuse me, my allergy pill wearing off. Yes. Think twice. Let's see, now that was a Cyclonic Rift, a Bant Charm, and a Sands of Delirium. I need to drop my Sands sooner rather than later. Probably... No, I need to keep up my mana. I'm going to keep up the mana for Deprive. I think the play might be to drop Sands of Delirium now and start racing him, but I want to make sure I can Deprive whatever he plays. And still throw down Day of Judgment next turn. Boy, he just has a never-ending supply of lands, doesn't he? Curse, Day of Judgment, Azorius Guildgate. Signet, I can live with a Signet. Oh, I should have flashed back a thing twice. Alright, I'll drop an Azorius Guildgate, and I have Day of Judgment up. I can deprive the Guild Mage, but I'll wait. I'll let him cast it, and then if he has the Mind Crank, I'll deprive that. Because 1, 2 for the Mind Crank, 1, 2, 3 for the activating the Guild Mage, and then 1 drop a land to mill me for 1, and yeah. Okay, he's dropping a Hedron Crab. So he is activating the ability. He doesn't have a Mind Crank. That's actually going to hurt. Oh, thank you for playing into my Day of Judgment. Okay, he blew up his own Darkslick Shores, so he can landfall again. I'm just going to F6. I don't think I'm dead here. I'm only taking 6 more life. Drawing a card. It's fine. Deathrite Shaman. Also fine. Not going to attack. Okay, I'm going to Day of Judgment, of course, but I'm in a pretty bad position as it stands. Let's see. Alright, Day of Judgment slows him down, but not a lot. And I don't have mana up for a counter. So I'm going to F6 through his turn. Hideaway Land's probably got an Archive Trap under it. Another Deathrite Shaman. Fair enough. Okay. Just have all the lands. I'm not going to draw the Terramorphic Expanse because I don't want him to hit me with an Archive Trap and just end the game. I'm going to drop a Wall of Omens to draw a card. Who knows, maybe I'll draw something good. A delay. No, it's not too bad. Hoping for another Day of Judgment, but I'll be okay with this. Okay, he's activating the ability. Looks like he's going for a Mind Funeral here, which is going to get Hindering Lighted. Okay, no, that is Archive Trap. Target opponent, so yes, I can Hindering Light it. Yes, okay, I lose 1 life for playing a counterspell. You can attack into my wall if you want to, but it's not going to do any good. Okay, I'm down to 15 cards in my library, so no more time to mess around. Sands of Delirium. And go ahead and F6 through his turn. If I had a way to get rid of his Dust Mantle, I would. I don't. Do I have a thing twice I could flash back? I do! Wow! I'm just not very good at this. Well, if he doesn't play anything, then at the end of his turn I will flashback Think Twice. He did not. So, flashing it back. Of course, with only 15 cards left in my library, that doesn't help too much. Another mana leak. Fair enough. And a Deprive. Okay, do I have another Think Twice I can flashback? Hindering Light. Yes, I do. So I'm going to flashback the Think Twice, add a blue, 2 white, draw a card, come on, Day of Judgment. Fair enough, you can activate that in response. Okay. So I'm going to take 2 damage when my wall dies. And it's a mana leak. I have 8 cards in hand, so I'll drop Terramorphic Expanse, and I'll pass the turn. Alright, it's a Mind Crank. Okay, that is an infinite combo. Why didn't it let me? I hit F6. Well, he wins. Nothing I can do about it now. Sands of Delirium myself. Alright, tap and concede. Alright, well, that is the blue-white Curse of Exhaustion Knowledge Pool deck. I think it works. It plays nice, long, grindy matchups. I do like the Wall of Omens in there for that last little bit. I'll post the full deck list in the comments, as well as what it would cost on Magic Online, which should be right at $8. So, if you want to make this a better deck yourself, you can always fix the lands, add in fetches, add in shock lands, that kind of a thing. Well, thank you for watching these videos. I hope you enjoyed them. Please leave positive or negative comments in the feedback section below, and have a nice day.